Everybody thinks Father's Day was solely established to celebrate fathers. Spoiler alert, it was made a national holiday to navigate a crisis. And Congress argued about it for 58 years. The story is that it was a young woman named Sonora Smart Dodd. She started back in 1910, over 100 years ago, to honor her dad, who was a Civil War vet and raised 6 kids alone. That's the story they put on the greeting card. But, that's not the whole story. The first modern celebration was in 1910. But when did it become a national holiday? 1972. It took 58 years, but why did they drag their feet? And more importantly, why did they finally give in? History suggests there was a bigger conversation happening back then. For decades, men scoffed at the idea, thinking it was too sentimental, too unmanly, and I think even Congress feared that it was just going to be a commercial gimmick. And here's what's interesting. I heard, from some of the clients here that even the greeting card industries didn't want nothing to do with Father's Day. They said, men aren't going to buy other men greeting cards. It wasn't going to be profitable enough. But then in the 1960s, at that time, the civil rights and the women's liberation movements were all challenging traditional power structures, including the nuclear family itself. And the government became intensely focused on strengthening the father's role in the family. Suddenly, fatherhood became a matter of national policy. Add in the Vietnam War, with thousands of fathers serving overseas, and honoring them really pretty much took on a new urgency. This all came to a head back in 1972. It was an election year. President Nixon signed a bill making Father's Day a permanent national holiday. It wasn't magic that made it a law. It was politics. It was a cultural battle fueled by social unrest and war. The nation decided it needed fathers to be pillars. And they established that holiday because they were pretty desperate for it to be true. The original initiative was launched from a daughter's love, but it was forged in a government trying to navigate a crisis. I want to send out a huge shout out of appreciation to all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day. I'm Barber Dave. And remember, stay sharp and stay informed. Thank you.